Welcome, VetSpecs valued customers. Casey Bishop here in the VetSpecs demonstration room. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about two amendments or updates to the non-invasive blood pressure portion of our wireless WM100 and our compact WM10 vital signs monitoring systems. Before we dive into the two updates pertaining to our non-invasive blood pressure, I wanted to share with you very quickly that we do take feedback from our customers seriously. These two updates do come from feedback, and I wanted to let you know that. As well, if you are new to VetSpecs, if you have not watched our non-invasive blood pressure training video, I believe that's training video number 3 on our WM100 and WM10 systems, please do take the time to watch that video. That will only help you in regards to the two updates we're about to share. The first of our two amendments to our existing non-invasive blood pressure has to do with our non-invasive blood pressure pulse sensor band. Here to your left will be our original fabric covered pulse sensor band, and to your right will be our new silicone covered pulse sensor band. In comparing our new silicone coated pulse sensor band versus our fabric, the new silicone band is much easier to install or wrap on the patient. As well, it is certainly much easier to clean the silicone covering than the original fabric. But third, and probably most important, the new silicone band with its design, it is much more difficult to put this band on too tight. The original fabric band, it was relatively easy to put that band on too firmly, which in turn would cause poor blood pressure readings. In just a moment, I'm going to show you the easy process of attaching our new blood pressure pulse sensor band to a patient. But before I do, I wanted to let you know that we have an adapter that is available. This now allows our new blood pressure pulse sensor band to be adapted for use on our older cabled systems. So if you have a previous VetSpecs patient monitor that utilized this type of connector, this adapter again is available. Demo Dog has been kind enough to join us today, already in position on the table. Number 5 occlusion cuff already on his tail. Of course, we have our blood pressure module. We're now going to apply the pulse sensor band to Demo's tail. Applying the sensor band really couldn't be easier, but before we do, just a couple of quick features on the sensor band itself. We have the eyelets up here. We're going to be installing the tail ribbed end of the sensor band through the top eyelet. This portion of the sensor band is the pressure sensitive area that's going to go against the artery. And one more feature on the sensor band, we have a sort of a flat matte finish on one side and a bit of a glossy finish on the other. The glossy side is going to go against the artery. So we're just going to take the sensor band, apply the pressure sensitive film against the caudal artery on the tail, the ribbed end of the pulse sensor band sensor through the top eyelet. Just begin pulling it through. If there's a lot of fur, you can stick your finger up and hold that fur down. That'll keep the fur from getting pulled into the eyelet. Once we have it in place, just simply pull that sensor band, and we're looking at a tightness level on a scale of 1 to 10. We're looking for a snugness of about a 7 or an 8, and we are now good to go. Before we move on to blood pressure update number 2, it just dawned on me to share a quick tip with you regarding the application of the new silicone covered sensor band. And that is that if you are working with a patient with smaller circumference limbs, again, whether it be the tail, front leg, rear leg, what you will probably find helpful is to go ahead and identify, of course, the ribbed end of the strap on the band and begin the process of inserting the tip end through the top eyelet first. Of course, what this is going to do is that's going to create a loop for you. You're then able to go out to the end of the limb, slide it over the entire limb up to the desired location, and then tighten that band down, and that will certainly speed up the process of applying the pulse sensor band. Regarding our second update or amendment to our non-invasive blood pressure, it has all to do with the default setting pertaining to the intervals. For quite a few years now, we have had our software setting to default, if you will, to 5-minute intervals. And that has worked just fine for a long time. But what has occurred over the last few years is that we've had repeated requests, a lot of requests from our customers to somehow change this setting from an automatic 5 minutes to basically to a default of manual. And there is a significant reason for this change. The overwhelming feedback is that many of our customers are now using their multi-parameter monitoring system for use not only in surgery, but a lot of use in post-operative situations, recovery, and of course in dentistry. And in those environments, there's a lot more activity, a lot more motion physically on the patient. And so what occurs is a lot of outside interference on the waveform. Of course, if you watch our blood pressure training video, you'll learn all about the ready message. But what will happen is if the default is set at 5 minutes or whatever intervals the user chooses, the automatic intervals will automatically try to take a blood pressure reading even during times of motion or activity. And that certainly is not ideal for the best overall results regarding the blood pressure readings themselves. Therefore, we have taken the overwhelming feedback to heart, and we are now rolling out our latest software version in which the setting for the intervals has now been set. The default again has been changed so that the intervals are now set physically to manual rather than 5 minutes. In changing the software so that the default is set to manual, this allows the user to hit the start-stop button for the blood pressure, the SS button, at their will. Again, this is a stat start to the automated process of taking a blood pressure. This again allows the user to take that reading when the waveform is ideal and the ready message, of course, is showing up. Of course, with this information and hitting the blood pressure at those opportune times, that of course results in the best overall blood pressure readings. In taking a closer look just one more time at the screen and the software indicator, if you power your monitor on, if it shows INT 5 min or 5 minutes, that of course again is indicating that you have the previous version of software. Likewise, if you turn your monitoring system on and it is showing INT manual, this of course indicates that you have the newest version of our software. In rounding out our explanation regarding our software update, it is important to note that regardless of the software version that you have, as a user, you are able to go into the menu settings and adjust the intervals wherever you wish them to be on a case-by-case basis. At the end of the day, this software update is not a massive change in the software, but rather a convenience for you as the user.